and you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
How does a popular daytime talk show end up in a legal battle with a former First Lady? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. Melania Trump has filed a massive $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View, sending shockwaves through TV networks, social media, and political circles. At the center of it all is co-host Sonny Horton, who's facing serious heat. Could this lawsuit derail her career, or will it force talk shows to rethink how they handle controversial topics? This case isn't just about a heated conversation. It could change the rules for how TV hosts interact with public figures. Whether you're curious about Melania Trump's life, love daytime drama, or are drawn to high-stakes legal battles, this story has it all. Stay tuned as we break down every twist, claim, and consequence in this headline-making showdown.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant.
That was all. That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that won't come up.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Yes.
It's like people should look at him and say, you know, what kind of an insecure jerk are you? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm not attracted to her big belly or something. And now she's paying attention to the baby and not me.
I said to my husband that, you know, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know. But my husband is real. He's raw. He tells it as it is. He's kind. He's a gentleman. He supports everything.
For some, it's just casual talk. For others, it feels invasive, disrespectful, or downright mean. Now, this long-standing tension has escalated from offhand comments to a high-stakes legal fight. While Melania Trump stayed mostly quiet during her time as First Lady, she's drawn the line here in taking action. If you've ever wondered how far a public figure can go to protect their reputation, this case is a real-life example. So, what led Melania to hit The View with a $100 million defamation lawsuit? According to sources, a recent episode went too far. The co-host didn't just joke about holiday decorations or the Rose Garden. They made personal digs. They suggested Melania resents being in the public eye and even implied she holds deep disdain for her husband. One particularly shocking claim hinted that she actively avoids Donald Trump and might be planning to distance herself if he returns to the White House.
You know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
Rumors like these might feel like typical tabloid drama, but when aired on a platform as influential as The View, they can sway public opinion. That's the crux of Melania Trump's defamation lawsuit. She claims these remarks are not only false but damaging enough to harm her reputation. While The View is no stranger to controversy, this case raises a key question. Did the show cross the line from expressing opinions to outright defamation? That's for the courts to decide. What's striking is how quickly Melania acted. Instead of dismissing the gossip or issuing a statement, she's taking bold action with a massive $100 million lawsuit. It's a clear message that she's serious about defending her name and setting a precedent to deter future attacks. But why such a staggering amount? While defamation suits often come with hefty price tags, $100 million is eye-popping. Legal experts suggest it's Melania's way of emphasizing the significant harm she believes these comments have caused.
You would have to be sitting here defending him.
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president, so nothing surprised me.
It's got to be hard, though. It's got to be a difficult thing.
In one way, it's hard because press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself.
Some see Melania's lawsuit as a strategic way to grab headlines and ensure the case stays in the spotlight. Regardless, the stakes are enormous for The View, and especially for Sunny Hostin. Melania's legal team has highlighted specific segments where they believe the co-hosts crossed the line from speculation to presenting damaging claims as facts. To succeed in a defamation case, Melania must prove the statements were false, caused harm, and were made either negligently or with malice. Her lawyers argue that remarks about her marriage, personal feelings, and even her supposed dislike of Christmas weren't just offhand comments. They were framed as facts, misleading the audience. As a private person, they claim these statements not only tarnish her public image, but also hurt her ability to pursue future opportunities and maintain her personal brand.
Because I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View. And look, The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they handle it?
This legal battle comes at a pivotal time for The View, a show known for its bold and often polarizing discussions. But behind the scenes, ABC executives are likely feeling the heat, especially with a lawsuit of this magnitude. Sunny Hostin, one of the show's most outspoken co-hosts, is under particular scrutiny, as someone who's been vocal about Melania Trump, often discussing rumors and criticizing her marriage. Sunny could be required to provide evidence to back her claims or reveal her sources. This might expose internal discussions that ABC would prefer to keep private. The stakes are high for the network, too. In defamation cases, the platform airing the statements can sometimes share liability. This could lead to tighter oversight on what co-hosts say, internal changes, or even public apologies. For Sunny, who has a legal background, the stakes are even greater.
Vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves. It's targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tensions. The former president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for...
Her understanding of free speech laws means she's expected to know the limits, adding another layer of intensity to the situation. The lawsuit is already dividing opinions. Supporters of Melania argue that she's setting a necessary boundary and holding talk shows accountable for crossing the line. Critics, however, view this as an attack on free speech, claiming shows like The View thrive on bold opinions and debates, even if they're controversial. So, where do you stand? Should talk shows have more restrictions when discussing personal lives, or should they remain free to tackle sensitive topics? Is Melania defending her dignity or trying to silence open conversation? This legal drama is far from over, and with $100 million on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay tuned for updates as this explosive case unfolds. You won't want to miss what happens next.
You would have to be sitting here defending him.
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president, so nothing surprised me.
How does a popular daytime talk show end up in a legal battle with a former First Lady? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. Melania Trump has filed a massive $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View, sending shockwaves through TV networks, social media, and political circles. At the center of it all is co-host Sonny Horton, who's facing serious heat. Could this lawsuit derail her career, or will it force talk shows to rethink how they handle controversial topics? This case isn't just about a heated conversation. It could change the rules for how TV hosts interact with public figures. Whether you're curious about Melania Trump's life, love daytime drama, or are drawn to high-stakes legal battles, this story has it all. Stay tuned.